Learning how to use Blender in 30 days. We're currently on day 22 and continued working on the spaceship from last episode, last two episodes maybe? I don't know, I think it was last two episodes. They've been working on this and it's been kind of difficult. I mainly focused today, there's a couple things I wanted to do, which was to connect the wing to the rest of the body, which I didn't end up really doing. One thing I did do was fill in the back face, which I ended up having to do the long way. Because originally I was just going to do grid fill, because that's normally what I would do for a face like this. But for some reason that wasn't working. It wouldn't let me. And one of the reasons, of course, there wasn't like a line connecting top and bottom vertices in the center of the area of the plane, which I added that line in, and it still didn't work. Actually, I wasn't able to add in the line for whatever reason. I don't know, it was being all weird, and it was just weird, so I ended up just doing it the long way. Couldn't figure out what the problem was. Tried adding some more details in the back, but it was really hard to work off of it for whatever reason. It was just difficult, so I kind of just gave up on it. Then I started adding some more detail to the main part of the plane. I added some loop cuts in various places on the main body to change the quads up, because at the moment they were kind of like long rectangles, and I wanted to make them a little bit more square. They're still rectangular, but I want to make them a little bit more square and not just a bunch of long rectangles. I thought that would make it look a little better. Also fixed the fins up a little bit, scaled them, added some bevel and stuff, and I continued working on the wings. That's probably what I spent the majority of my time doing in this episode, was just working on the wing and fixing it because it was really bad. I really need to start focusing more on just learning Blender concepts and not too much on projects, because that's really not the focus of the series, is to work on projects. That's more of what I will be doing after the series, do projects and stuff. So kind of switch my focus to just learning concepts, not worrying about getting anything done necessarily or creating anything, or just being able to know more about how Blender works. So yeah, but there's of course projects I would like to do once the channel is over, but for now I'm just going to focus more on learning concepts and stuff. I do want to finish modeling this plane. I'll do that in the next episode, but then I'll switch to doing other things such as shading and whatnot, and doing some animating as well. I want to create animation. We'll see what happens. But anyways, that's it for today's episode in the series. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video.